Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Doc Watkins Show. I'm your host, Doc Watkins. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are live here from Jazz, Texas in San Antonio. It's 8 p.m. Texas time, or unless you're in Midland, Odessa, of course, where it's 2007. We've got a great set of live music ahead for you now. I'm going to be playing some of your special requests as given over the last few days from our viewers. Thank you so much for sending the requests in. Please keep them coming. We're going to get to the music in just a second. But first, the Jazz Texas news. New York City residents are banging pots and pans every night at 7 p.m. to honor first responders in Manhattan. In Houston, they're banging pots and pans every night to help the Astros continue to steal signs. In Los Angeles, Elon Musk's rocket ship to Mars was recently impounded by a local towing company after he double-parked it for more than 20 minutes near a shopping center on Rodeo Drive. And, typical for Beverly Hills, the rocket ship was actually less expensive than the Lamborghini parked right next to it. And finally, right here in San Antonio, Kawhi Leonard's status was recently upgraded from Weenie Man to Douche Nozzle. And now for some music, everybody. This first request goes out to some very, very good friends. This one goes out to Liz and Gil Morales, some of my best friends in the whole world. I want to do this one for y'all. It's called My Baby Just Cares for Me. And if you're just joining us, thanks so much for tuning in. We're live here every Tuesday and Friday night at Jazz Texas at 8 o'clock. So here goes. My baby don't care for shows. My baby don't care for clothes. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care for furs and laces. My baby don't care for high-tone places. My baby don't care for rings or any expensive things. She's as happy as can be. My baby don't care for who knows it. My baby just cares for me. Here we go, man. Shows. My baby don't care for clothes. My baby just cares for me. My baby don't care for furs and laces. My baby don't care for high-town places. My baby don't care for rings or any of those expensive things. She's as happy as can be. My baby don't care for who knows it. My baby just cares. She just cares for me. My baby just cares for me. Yes, my baby just cares for me. To Liz and Gil. Thank you very much, y'all. This next tune comes from the 1940s. I believe it was written about 1947 or so, and it's called Green Dolphin Street, and we had several requests for this one, so I want to send this one out to Riley and to Melissa and also to Bruce. Bruce requested an Errol Garner tune, not Misty, but something in the style of Errol Garner, and this is a tune that I think I heard first in my life on an Errol Garner video. So I always think of Errol when I think of Green Dolphin Street, and so this one goes to y'all. Thank you for the request. Here we go. That's Green Dolphin Street. Thank you very much, everybody. We have a couple special guests that are going to come on the show remotely this evening in just a little bit. But before we bring our first special guest on, I'm going to play one more song for you. And this next tune, this is a beautiful tune that we've been playing for a long time. One of my favorites. It's a lovely tune called Moon River. And this one goes out to Ana Lilia and also Amy Lynn on her birthday. Amy, happy birthday. Welcome to Jazz Texas. As you probably know, we are the official Chuck E. Cheese's of the Pearl. So you got to tune in to Jazz Texas when it's your birthday. That's the rules. So thanks for coming on down. And we hope you enjoy this next one. There's Moon River. That's Moon River. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for the request. Ladies and gentlemen, My first guest tonight was drafted into the Doc Watkins Orchestra 7 years ago. And when I say drafted, I mean we acquired him for 2 trombone players and a small power forward. He's been with me for the last 7 years, and it's my pleasure to bring on this next guest. We've got him here on the line, but first, take a quick look at this clip.
Hey guys, Brandon Guerra here of the Doc Watkins Trio. You know, lately on some of the gigs I've been playing, some guys will come up and they just say, man, you know, what are you playing? How do you get those sounds out of the drums? You know, what kind of cymbals are you using? And, you know, I don't ever really share my secrets. But today we're doing this promotional video and I thought I'm going to go ahead and share my secrets. The secret is in the sticks that I use. We got this new BG model. You know, obviously BG for Brandon Guerra, but also because it's the big guns. You know, they got a great dynamic control, get a great response out of the drums, you know. You know, more than anything, these sticks are just explosive. In every sense of the word. They get an explosive sound and, you know, I'll just show you. Well, there you have it, folks. An excellent product and just a whole lot of fun to play with. Go get yourself a pair.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome to the show the legendary Brandon Guerra. Hey, Brandon.
Yo! Hey, Doc, how you doing? Oh,
Great,
good. I just
long time no see.
got some of these drumsticks here. I was thinking I might blow up this room that I'm in, but I'll wait until we're done with the show.
Are those the ones? Are those really the ones that you... Well, they can't be, I guess, because they blew up, right?
This is an even newer model of the Big Guns drumstick. I'm not supposed to talk about it too much. It's also extremely dangerous that I'm even holding it, so I'm going to just put that down.
Can people order that?
Not yet, but very soon. We got a lot of regulations we need to go through with them being as high explosive as they are, but they should be ready soon.
Yeah, the regulations are important.
It's a drag, but we got to do it, you know.
So everybody wants to know, and ever since we made that exploding piano video a few years ago, everybody wants to know, you know, who's your CGI guy. So let's just dispel all the rumors about us, you know, using computer graphics and everything to artificially blow up a piano. You were there, and I was there, but you tell the story of what actually happened.
Well, the story is that the drumstick has a small amount of dynamite in it, and so when I threw it and it hit the piano, it caused an explosion that made the whole thing blow up. But in all seriousness, that was a real explosion. I can't say anything other than that. It was a real explosion.
It's not really something you can fake very much either, and I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, I survived. You could hear that the drums took a small amount of damage there, but I think it's going to be all right.
That's okay. They're meant to have wooden shards of wood knocked into them relentlessly at high velocity. That's what the drums are for, right?
Yes, indeed.
Like John Sheridan, piano player from San Antonio, would always say when the drummer would say, "How's this next tune go?" He would say, "Boom chicka boom." And that's rude. That's rude, by the way. I would never do that to you, but that's what John did. John, you know, he's a prickly guy, you know. So, so Brandon. So it's been 7 years since we've been playing together, and we've probably played. I figured we've played at least 1,000 gigs together by now. It's been a long time because you know it's been full time. And before Jazz Texas Open, we were down on the Riverwalk playing steakhouses and saloons and polka parties and quinceañeras and weddings and you name it. But do you remember the first day, the day that I asked you to join the Doc Watkins Orchestra?
I don't know if I remember it exactly.
Because we actually, believe it or not, we actually have some footage of your response when I originally extended the invitation for you to be part of the band, and I found it touching. Chris, do we have that clip? Can we pull it up?
No!
Bet you didn't know we had that.
Yeah, I thought that didn't exist anymore, but
We're more like Joe Exotic than from Tiger King than an actual jazz band. And this isn't a real show either. But we just had cameras following you all around, whether you knew it or not. We talked about playing some music together today, virtually over Zoom, and as musicians around the world know, it wasn't until recently that we figured out that that's actually currently impossible until somebody finds a way to deal with the lag time between the millisecond lag or whatever. But I was thinking with that millisecond lag, we might actually be together.
Yeah, I think with the way that I normally play,
I'm always dragging.
Exactly. So it'll probably work. Let's give it a shot.
Probably line up just perfectly, Who knew after 7 years of arguing about tempo, all we needed was a half a millisecond lag over the internet.
Maybe closer to 2 or 3 seconds, but yeah.
Closer to 2 or 3 seconds, yeah. Depends on how late in the evening, if you know what I mean.
Right. Cheers.
Well, man, I can't wait to have you back here in the club. We're hoping that that's going to be soon. What you been up to? I know you don't just play drums, but you play piano, and you're like the guru. Most people at Jazz Texas don't realize that Brandon is one of the worldwide gurus on a new piece of technology by Teenage Engineering called the OPZ. And what's that?
So that is this little thing right here. It kind of looks like a TV remote almost. This is a instrument. It's a synthesizer and a drum machine and a sequencer and a microphone and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is a brand new synthesizer. It came out about a year ago, and I am one of the beta testers for it. So as new updates come out, I get to test them out and try them. But yeah, it's been cool. This is the OPZ, and this is its big brother, the first one, the OP1. They're really fun instruments, and they've allowed me to connect with a lot of people that I might not have met if I hadn't gotten into this stuff. So yeah, I teach some lessons for these on the internet, which has been fun, and I've been able to connect with a lot of cool, really creative musicians.
And you have some videos up of you in the OP1 and the OPZ where you don't blow them up, but you keep waiting for that moment, but on your Instagram page, and you're giving lessons, and you're giving drum lessons, and you're giving OPZ lessons, and people can find you. Where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram. It's just my first and last name, Brandon Guerra Drums, and I also have a YouTube channel. Then I have a lot of the similar content with electronic music and drums, jazz, and all that kind of stuff.
Make sure and follow him, everybody. Check him out on Instagram. Brandon Guerra Drums is his handle, and he's got a lot of really, really cool videos. Jazz videos, OP1 videos, OPZ videos, dynamic, exploding piano videos. Brandon is a true renaissance man of the art form, and so make sure and check him out on YouTube, hit him up on Instagram, follow him, say hello, send him a message, and we hope we're going to see him down here in the club real soon. But until then, Brandon, thank you for being on the show. You look terrific. I love that. I don't even have to ask anymore. Just, suit and tie all the way, baby. That's how we roll, The other, the other hosts on TV right now, they're like in the hoodies and the whole thing. But we're not quitters around here. That's what I'm talking about.
Gotta keep it classy.
All right, man. Well, I love you. I'll see you soon. Keep in touch. Everybody show Brandon some love on Instagram.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Okay, Doc. We'll see you very soon.
All right. Later, man. That's Brandon Guerra, ladies and gentlemen. Check him out, Brandon Guerra Drums. That's his handle on Instagram. And we'll see Brandon hopefully real soon here at Jazz Texas. All right, moving along in our set list, we're going to do a tune that, this tune is for Dan and Edna, and this is a nice little swinging number by Cole Porter called Let's Fall in Love, and we hope you do enjoy this one. Dan and Edna, thank you for the request. Here goes. Let's Fall in Love. That one went out to Dan and Edna. Thank you for the request, guys. If you're just joining us, welcome to Jazz Texas. We're live tonight here in San Antonio, doing this every Tuesday and Friday at 8 p.m. Texas time. So tune in next time. Keep tuning in this evening. We got some great tunes ahead. This next number goes out to Cindy McKay and to Blanca and also to Eric. Thanks for the request, y'all. This one is a tune called The Way You Look Tonight. It's a great tune if you want to get up and dance. We got a little wine going, got a little food going, and you want to get up and take to the dance floor. This is one of the great dance floor songs of all time. So here's The Way You Look Tonight. Thanks for the request, y'all. way you look tonight. Thank you very much for the request, y'all. We're going to bring on another special guest in just a moment, but I'm going to play one more song before we do. And oddly enough, over the last week or two, we've been getting a lot of requests for Christmas music. I think everybody loves Christmas music. I love Christmas music, and we start planning our Christmas shows long before the holiday season even kicks in, you know. So for us, in the music business, Christmas lasts about 6 months because, you know, we get our holiday shows together. And so I'm used to playing Christmas music pretty much any time of the year. And I would love to do this tune for y'all. This is a tune by Vince Guaraldi from A Charlie Brown Christmas. Everybody knows this one. And I think the title doesn't affirm it, but the music is timeless and year-round. It's called Christmas Time Is Here. And I want to do this one for y'all. And this one goes out to Timothy. So Timothy, thank you for the request. Here's a little Vince Guaraldi for you. Hope you enjoy. Christmas Time is Here for Timothy by Vince Guaraldi. Thank you very much, everyone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, it's time for my next special guest. He is a heavily decorated Hollywood music producer and audio engineer, having worked with Frank Sinatra, Sting, Norah Jones, Hootie and the Blowfish, and many, many others. He's responsible for the soundtrack to the original Blues Brothers movie, and also co-produced the latest Doc Watkins album, Christmas in Jazz, Texas, which has sold a total of 47 copies to date, 11 of which were shoplifted from a local Walmart in Lavernia, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome to the show Mr. Gary Lux.
Hey. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can, unfortunately.
You sound terrific, and you look terrific. How you doing?
I'm great. Doc, you look terrific, man. You're so handsome, and you play so well, and you sound so great, but not really as great as Mike and Brandon were playing with you and the whole band.
Yeah,
I'm sure everybody in Jazz Texas misses it.
Yeah, I was going to ask where do I send the check to for the compliments and everything, and then you had to diss me by throwing Mike and Brandon into...
Send it to Brandon Guerra, Big Guns. Big Guns. We're part
at least you didn't throw the trombones in the mix there, you know what I mean? Hey, so Gary, so tell me, I want to know about, so you just finished up your last big project. You've been working on it for several months. It's a Jackie Chan movie, isn't that right?
That was quite a while ago. It seems like 10 years ago, but yes, and I don't think it's going to even come out in the United States.
Is it going to come out? What's it called?
What was it called? It was called Snafu. Jackie Chan Snafu. I think it's only going to play in China, and it should stay there.
All right, I'm not going to go there. Okay, so you got the Jackie Chan movie that you just did, but I want you to tell everybody, because I love how you tell this story, and there are not a whole lot of people in Texas that can say, and you're in Los Angeles, but there are not a whole lot of people that can say that they worked personally with Frank Sinatra, and he's one of my biggest heroes and one of the greats of all time. Tell us about the day that you got to work with Sinatra, and when he walked in the room, what was the whole thing like?
Well, you can just imagine that the waters parted when he walked in the door. We spent the whole day setting up the studio. I worked so hard making sure everything was perfect. The mics were perfect. The band is all set up. And Frank liked to sing in the middle of the room, around the band. And so this took me a long time to set this up. So Frank walks in the room. Everybody goes crazy. Hiya, Frankie. Hiya, guys. And so the band starts off, and they kick it off in Doc Watkins fashion. They kick it off 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, ba-da-da. Big band, big everything. And Frank starts to sing, and when the moon... and he starts coughing. And he says, hey, guys, kick it off. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Da-da-da-da-da. Brandon Guerra hit it. Da-da-da-da-da. And then he starts, and when the... He says, guys, I don't feel it tonight. I'm getting out of here. Let's go for dinner. And that was it. He was in the studio 20 minutes, out, and I spent 8 hours setting up the studio. And that was one of my Frank Sinatra stories.
Did you get to go to dinner with him?
I did not.
You did not?
I did not do that. I was busy mopping up for the next session.
You had to, get ready for the next session. Do you think that Frank picked up the bill that day?
I'm sure. It really was epic. I've been lucky to work with, people like him, and certainly when he walked in the door, everybody was in awe.
But he was so huge at that point that if he had an off day, he didn't have to think about, well, but I can't blow this because my agent, my manager, and the record label, and I gotta power through. It's like if he's not feeling it, then you know what, forget it. I'm out of here. We'll try this another day, and I'm still the great Sinatra, and you're not.
And that's about it. Anytime he wants. You don't get to do it like that.
No, not at all. But speaking of, my comment about Brandon and I not playing in sync, but maybe getting it over the internet and everything, if you had to guess between, if that's a true statement, and whether it's Brandon that's rushing or me that's dragging, because you've worked with both of us, who would you vote in favor of? And I'm the one that's right here.
No. Brandon is pocket all the way. You're the one that waves in and out. He's steady. And even Mike Porter, he really lays it down. So you're lucky to have them as a rhythm section.
Do we have Chris? Is Brandon still around?
399 South Ridge Drive.
Hey, Brandon.
Your check's in the mail, Gary. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Big guns, baby. Big guns.
I thought we were gonna do. You know, I was gonna get you to diss on Brandon, and we're gonna bring him in, and you guys were gonna have the guy, not Maury Povich, but the guy that Geraldo. I was hoping for a online Geraldo moment.
Hey, listen, I just want to say that, what you're doing right now is a really terrific thing. I've been looking at the chats and just seeing how much everyone loves you and appreciates what you're doing this as solo. And I just want to say hello to your staff, everyone at Jazz Texas, my really good friends, and the lousy coffee at the Emma, and that's a side joke. But I miss all my friends. Mary and I miss you guys very much, and one day we will be together again soon. All healthy, please.
We will. And if people want to check you out, Gary, and check out your work, you got a website. You're accepting work and gigs. Gary Lux is the man. Whether it's
GaryLuxMusic.com. I'm out of work, just like everyone else.
Yo!
But better days ahead, and God bless everyone for hanging in there.
And Gary, where's your rubber chicken?
Right here, baby.
So Gary is rubber chicken certified, ladies and gentlemen. Look him up on the internet. He's really worked with all those people. I know I tell a lot of stuff that's not true, but it really is true and Gary's accolades go far beyond Hootie and the Blowfish. Everybody, And so
I just want to say hi to my family in the other room. My granddaughter, I'm saying Harlow. She thinks I'm a big deal, and my family's having chicken right now. And I really got to go, man. It's enough. Can I go? I really love you.
You got to show us your underwear, though, first, Gary.
Yeah, chicken. There you go. Brandon, I love you. Chris, thank you for doing this.
Bye, guys. Love you guys.
All right.
Bye, Gary. Bye, Brandon.
See ya.
Gary Lux, music producer, audio engineer extraordinaire, and personal friend of mine. And Brandon Guerra on the drums and on the OP1 and on the OPZ. Moving along in the set list, everybody, we've got lots more music ahead. This next tune goes out to Vicky and David Kinder. This is an old jazz standard from about 100 years ago called All of Me. Yes, a tune called All of Me. Thank you to Vicky and David for that request. By the way, if you're just joining us, welcome once again to Jazz Texas. I'm Doc Watkins. We're doing this every Tuesday and Friday night at 8 o'clock. This is the Doc Watkins Show, because why not? And we hope you can join us next time. We're going to be doing this for quite a while, and maybe for ongoing forever. You know, it's been a lot of fun. We're working with Chris Science back there with Wizard Broadcasting, my producer, who's doing a great job doing all the technical stuff. Chris, thank you so much, my friend, for all the hard work you're doing. Check him out online, on Facebook, on the internet. Chris Science, that's like science with a Z, Science, and he's with Wizard Broadcasting. He's done an absolutely terrific job. Personal friend of mine. All right, moving along, we're going to do, this is a tune very sweet tune that I would like to dedicate to a very, very, very sweet lady, a wonderful patron of the club here. Her name is Beverly Smith. Beverly, this one goes out to you. This is a beautiful old Nat King Cole tune called Unforgettable. And so, Beverly, thank you. Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far. Like a song of love that clings to me, how the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way. And forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Unforgettable in every way. And forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Nat King Cole, Unforgettable. That one went out to you, Beverly. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. This next number, this is a beautiful tune composed by Sondheim for one of his musicals long ago, and it's a beautiful tune that I haven't played in a long time, but somehow or another on a cassette tape somewhere as a kid, I listened to this one and grew up listening to this song. It's a beautiful tune, and it's kind of perfectly fitting for a day like today. It's called "Send in the Clowns," and it's actually it was a little night music, I think, and a beautiful moment in the musical where everything is just so chaotic, and they just pretty much say, "Hey, shouldn't there be clowns at a time like this? Isn't this the time where the clowns would normally come out because things are so bizarre?" And I took my daughter to see when Alamo City Opera put this on a couple years ago with Mark Richter, who's a very good friend of mine, who I owe a huge debt of gratitude to over the years, and produced a lot of wonderful productions here in San Antonio. And this is one of his last, and I got to see it with my daughter Allison, and it was beautiful. And so this one goes out to Mark and also to Jeremy. Thank you so much for the request, and Mark, I miss you, I love you, and thanks so much for everything that you gave me. And so this one goes out for y'all. Here goes. Let's send in the clowns. Thank you. We got time for a couple more this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure and tune in to our next program on Tuesday night. We have a lot of special guests lined up over the next few weeks. I'm so excited to be bringing people from all over the world in all walks of life, musicians and professionals in various areas who have great stories to tell and have a love of jazz, and we're going to have a good time here, and we've got a lot. We're just getting started here with the Doc Watkins Show. This is episode number 4, and we're so glad that y'all are joining us and tuning in, and continue to do so. Tell all your friends about it. This next tune has been requested by a lot of people. It's called C-Jam Blues by Duke Ellington. It's a nice little simple blues tune. Here goes. Thank you, Chris. That's Chris Science over there, Wizard Broadcasting, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have time for one more selection tonight. Stay tuned for episode 5 next Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Texas time, unless, of course, you're in Midland or Odessa, where it is still 2007. And we hope you all enjoyed the program tonight. We've got special guests ahead. Make sure and share with all your friends. Share on Facebook and comment. Please comment and tell us where you're coming from, where you're tuning in from, any songs you'd like to hear. We're going to get to as many special requests over the weeks as possible. And I see all your comments and all your emails and messages, and I'm so thrilled and flattered to hear from you. And I want to send this last one out to my good friend Selena. Selena, thank you for tuning in. This one goes out to you by special request. It's a beautiful tune, one of my favorites. It's called I Wish You Love. I wish you bluebirds in the spring to give your heart a song to sing, and then a kiss, but more than this, I wish you love. And in July, a lemonade to cool you in some leafy glade. I wish you health and more than wealth, I wish you love. My aching heart and I agree that you and I could never be. So with my best, my very best, I set you free. I wish you shelter from the storm, cozy fire to keep you warm, but most of all, when snowflakes fall, I wish you love. I wish you bluebirds in the spring to give your heart a song to sing, and then a kiss, but more than this, I wish you love. And in July, a lemonade to cool you in some leafy glade. I wish you health and more than wealth. I wish you love. My aching heart, and I agree that you and I could never be. So with my best, my very best, I set you free. I wish you shelter from the storm, cozy fire to keep you warm. But most of all, when snowflakes fall, I wish you love. But most of all, when snowflakes fall, I wish you love. But most of all, when snowflakes fall, I wish you love. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Good night. Please share with all your friends. Stay tuned for next Tuesday. We've got more special requests, more special guests, and a lot more jokes coming your way. I know that's what you were hoping to hear, right? We'll see you all next Tuesday. Welcome to Jazz Texas. My name is Doc Watkins. Thank you for tuning in, and good night.